all you gotta do is you scroll up, then click on that link right there, and I'll bring you in on the live. Oh man, all of a sudden you know what I mean? Shout out to all the female truck drivers out there. You know what I mean? You know, anything a man can do in trucking, you already know the rest. Where you going? What job are you going to, X2? What job are you going to? Who are you going to? Who's gonna hire you? So we got Miss Road Queen in the building. What's going on?
Hey everybody. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, we hear you really good, really loud and
Mhm.
clear.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on over there? You're not gonna be driving, right?
I'm sorry?
You're not gonna be driving right now, are you?
Oh no, no, I'm not.
Okay, so yeah, we got. Okay, let's get right to it. So you're in you're in Cheney Brothers in Atlanta.
I'm at Chinese Brothers in Atlanta.
Because I was always curious about Cheney Brothers in Atlanta. I have a lot of people that ask me about Cheney Brothers in Atlanta. So how can they go about um, working for Cheney Brothers in Atlanta if they want to apply?
Okay, with working with Chinese Brothers in Atlanta, um, Atlanta is out the Penske drop yard. You can fill the application out online, um, and a recruiter will call you. And I also have access to the recruiter numbers that I could put down in the comments,
Oh,
and
you
they will
got.
get right to you.
Oh, so you got recruiters? They got recruiters up there?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good to know. So are you originally from Atlanta?
No, I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama. Roll Tide.
Oh, from. It's all about the you. so so you from Alabama. So how long have you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta since 2014, about 7 years.
Oh yeah, most of your family is still in Alabama or Atlanta.
Yes, everybody is in Alabama except for me. I'm the only one that's out here.
Okay. So what did you do before trucking?
Before trucking, I was in the medical field.
Oh, medical
Um,
field.
yes, I started as a CNA, and I went to school for about 18 months, and I went to be a LPN, and I did that for, oh gosh, I was doing that from up until 2005 to the end of 2017.
That pays good though.
Trucking pays more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So how did you get in trucking? When did you decide to leave from being an LPN nurse to getting
Right.
into the trucking field?
Well, I never knew. I didn't have it in my mind to be a truck driver. I don't even have truck drivers in my family. I'm the first one.
Oh yeah.
Right, really. I just took a leap of faith,
Yeah.
and I said I want to get out the medical field, and I don't know. I just started doing some research, and on my Google, trucking kept coming up.
Yeah.
Paid training, um, and I just decided to call the school one day. They put me on a Greyhound, and I never looked back.
What school did you go to? Please tell me the
I went,
school.
no, I went to Prime Inc. out of Springfield, Missouri.
Ah, you went to Prime. And
I
how
went to
did they treat you?
Prime.
How did they treat you up there?
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah.
I could say that Prime is will absolutely be the number one school on my list.
Yeah.
Um, I have nothing bad to say about Prime. It was nothing but a good experience.
So what was the process like of you going to Prime? You just picked up the phone and give them a was it from like A to Z? If somebody was looking to try to go to school, is it free?
Um, well, when I was there back in 17, I did give the recruiter a call. They ran my report. Says they're gonna look at your background. They're gonna look at your driving record.
Yeah.
The pace based on their qualifications, they're gonna approve you or disapprove you. Um, I was approved. Um, it's free when you give them a year. It's your tuition is forgiven, but you have to give them a year of work. They let you live on their campus and they pay you $200 a week.
Oh, while you're going
Uh,
in school, while you're in school, they
mhm.
give you 200 a week.
They give you $200 a week.
Okay.
You're gonna start off as a PSD. That's gonna be a prime student driver. Um, once you um, once you're a prime student driver and you pass your well, actually, I came in with my permit already.
Yeah.
The next phase is TNT. That's trainer and trainee, and that's when you're gonna do your 30,000 miles, and then you're gonna come back and upgrade. And whether you want to be a company driver or a lease driver,
Mm-hmm.
it's up to you. It's your decision.
Okay. So in at Prime, what do you guys pull at Prime? Is it dry van, reefer, flatbed? What you guys do over there?
Yeah, they have three divisions. They have reefer division. They have oh gosh, I'm sorry. They have dry van, flatbed, and tanker.
Oh, and tanker.
hmm
Okay. Dry van,
Food grade. It's gonna be food grade.
food grade. Okay.
hmm
And what did you do?
I did hit reefer.
Oh, you did reefer.
hmm
Okay. How was it doing reefer?
Um, it's the same as putting a dry van.
So you was over the road working for Prime. Is the money all right at Prime?
Um, honestly, and I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
When you lease, it's good. Being a I chose to be a company driver
Okay.
when I upgraded. So, you know, it was mediocre.
So you're at Prime and you're working for Prime. How long did you stay at
Well, I didn't complete my year. I will say that. I needed money.
Prime? Yeah.
So I had to jump ship. I didn't stay. I didn't complete my year. I think I stayed almost a year. I think I stayed 8 months
8 months.
after I upgraded. Mhm.
But Prime is easy though. You don't like it easy?
It's easy if you make it easy.
Okay. So after Prime, where do you go after? Where do you want to go after that?
After Prime, I went to Schneider and I did a JCPenney account with them. Um, I have no complaints about Schneider as well. It was a good experience.
Okay, okay. So when you was over the road with from the minute you started your school journey, did you always know that you wanted to come local, or was it just like,
Definitely,
oh, you did?
definitely.
Oh, you
Oh
did?
gosh, yes.
What you did your research before or something like that?
I didn't do my research until afterwards. When I came home, I took maybe like a month break after my 8 months of working with Prime after I upgraded.
Yeah.
I took about a month break, and that's before I went to Schneider. Um, I was homesick on the road.
Oh yeah.
I was. I never got to go south hardly. I was always in the Northeast or on the East Coast or on the West Coast. I never was in the South
Yeah.
working with overroad company like that.
You got a big family.
I do.
So when you was on the road, it was like you was like missing your family, missing like.
Definitely. I was definitely missing my family. My sister was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see my nephew and him to get to know me and stuff like that. I want to be more normal.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't have a life.
So if somebody like, let's just say like somebody want to get their experience with Prime, how long do a company like that keep you on the road?
Oh goodness. Whew. I stayed on the road for months, months at a time. Not to scare nobody, not to discourage nobody. You can go home when you want to go home,
Okay.
especially if you leasing. You're your own boss. When you're in training,
Yeah.
when I did my 30,000 miles, I stayed the whole. No, actually, I went home one time out of my 30,000 miles while in my TNT phase,
Yeah.
and I just passed by the house, and that was just for a couple of hours. So it was really hard.
So when you decided that you wanted to come early, what's some of the jobs you started looking into first?
The first job that I started looking into was, of course, beverage, and I did. I'm a farm, and I know how you feel about beverage. I am a former employee
How you
of
know how I feel
PepsiCo.
about beverage?
I hear you all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a former employee of PepsiCo out of Atlanta. I also worked at Curate Dr. Pepper and
Hmm.
Atlanta Beverage. I did alcohol, beer, and wine.
Okay. Oh, you did the wine. The wine. I hear the good things about the wine company. They pay all right.
The beer company.
Let me tell you what I don't like about beverage, right? And you know, I'm passionate about not liking beverage, and the reason being, it's nothing to do with the, it's nothing to do with the work. My thing
Hmm.
is that if you're gonna have people inside these gas stations and supermarket, like double working, and what I call double working, you're unloading the truck, then you got to build display, then you got merchandise, you got rotate product. You need to pay for what these people are doing. I seen this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I seen the Pepsi guy today at Wawa. He was basically moving a display of Gatorade, a big display, putting it from one end to another end. I'm just looking at him
Hmm.
and shaking my head like, yo,
Been there, done that.
food service, you just wheel the thing in and hey, where you want this? Boom, we drop it. And that's it. You know. So after you did the beverage thing, I mean, obviously, the pay from doing beverage compared to when you was over the road, how was the difference? What's the difference in pay?
Better because it's hourly and not cents per mile.
Yeah.
So I could work a whole 14-hour day getting, such and such amount of hour. And what I made in a week over the road, I made in a day.
Oh yeah. Damn, that's good. That's really good. So how long you stayed between those jobs that you had in beverage? Like how long did you
I
come
stayed
back?
at Pepsi the longest. I've been driving 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I started at the end of 17 in December. I obtained my license in 18 of January. So I've been going on 3.5 years. I stayed at Pepsi for, I gave them a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
I like the Pepsi company. I like the not the work. I'm talking about the company itself. I
Hmm.
like everything that got to do with the benefits, their 401k.
Great benefits.
Yeah, I like all of that. You know.
Definitely. Day one.
Yeah. You ever thought about going on the Frito Lay side of PepsiCo?
No, I never thought about it.
Oh no. Yeah, they got a
Mm-mm.
they're also Frito Lay too.
Oh,
All
yeah.
yeah, all under the same. That's why every time you see like those Pepsi guys building a display, they incorporate with the Frito Lay and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So after doing beverage like food service, let's talk about food service. Why food
Let's
service?
get into it.
You know, like somebody was saying, like, all right, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what the majority of people say. A
Okay.
lot of people say, I say, a woman can do anything they want to do. Like, it's a lot of men out there. They say woman is not supposed to do
That's
food
what they
service.
say.
What do you gotta say to a man when they say, "Yo, woman is not supposed to be doing food service"? What you gotta say to them?
I still get comments like that today. You doing that? You driving that? I can do anything I put my mind to.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
I can do anything you can do.
True.
Secondly, and third of all, I would never let nobody tell me what I can and cannot do.
True that.
So
Now,
yeah, I get a lot of comments about you know, being a female truck driver, um, doing strenuous work, manual work, and I'm like, if you can do it, I can do it.
yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm the type of person that I got something to prove.
Okay.
A lot of people didn't think I was gonna last long at Pepsi, but I gave them a year, and I was the only female, and I have always been the only female at all my jobs. Well, except for Prime, my local jobs. I'm the only female at Chinese out of Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
I am.
So I'm the type of person like when I compare beverage to food service. I know you just started food service, but in my head, I'm probably crazy. You call me crazy. I think that I think that our job is easier. Am I? Do you see it or am I reaching?
From a perspective, it is. We're gonna have. I mean, here's my thing. Like I told you earlier, it's easy if you make it easy. I don't want to double work myself. I don't want to make it hard on me. Um, but food service can be what you make it out of. It can be what you make it out of. You know, if you want to make your day hard, by all means. But food service is it's easy because I'm still there. I'm still rocking and rolling. Um, it takes some time to get used to. Um, as far as if you never use a ramp, um, that could be a challenge. If you never use the hand truck, that could be a challenge. Gratefully, I had skills from the beer. So I rolled up and down a ramp and I used the hand truck and manual and electric pallet jacks. So I already had the skills to bring forward
Okay.
to the job.
Okay. So what would you say to like any woman that's trying to get in food service? What would you say to
And
that
if
woman trying to get in food service?
I would say, and I'm gonna say this as bluntly as I can, do what you want to do. Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Um, and what else can I say? Uh, I would just say don't be discouraged. You can do whatever you put your mind to. If you want to do food service, come on, experience it. If it's not you, I mean, it's not for everybody. It's what you make it out of, and don't let nobody tell you you can't.
Okay. So you got U.S. Foods, you got Cisco, you got McLean, you got all these food service companies. Why Cheney? Why you chose Cheney?
I chose Chinese because I liked the hours. Um, we start over there between 12 and 2 a.m. We do key drops, bypassing the Atlanta traffic and these crazy drivers out here. It's like not going into a parking lot full of cars, trying to find somewhere to park and offload. I chose it for the hours. Um, the pay is great. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So
the
you
pay is
say it's
great.
key drop. You guys mostly run chain account out of Atlanta for Cheney?
Um, it's, what do you mean by it? I just say key drop.
All right. So it's key drops, but what I consider chain account is any restaurant of volume or 10 or more restaurants. That's what I call key drops. I mean, that's what I call chain account, like restaurants that have multiple restaurants. That's what y'all run
Yeah.
in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
If you want me to throw some
like moles,
accounts out there,
y'all
we
do
got the
moles.
Moles, we got the Five Guys, we got the Firehouse, um, we got the honey baked ham. We have Sonic.
Oh, so y'all doing it up there?
We doing it.
Well, how many, what size trailers y'all running? You running?
We went anywhere from a 28-foot to 48.
So 48. I need to transfer.
Yeah, 48.
I
We got
need about
48.
40. I need to transfer.
Yeah, we got 48.
So that's good, man. How was your training? How's your training? Before we get into your trainer, how was the orientation and the training, and how the company presented themselves to you?
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I work at the Atlanta Drop Yard, so there's no, orientation building or no, how can I say it, like a terminal. So my training, I actually went to Ocala, Florida. I drove in on a Sunday and started orientation on a Monday. They put me in a hotel, and they paid me miles to get out there, and I have no complaints. Orientation been great. I started on a Wednesday. I started on a Monday and ended on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Um, I have nothing bad to say. It was nothing but a good experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you a question real quick. You don't have to either. You just say yes or no. We don't have to get in details. But
Okay.
did you hear about the new referral that Cheney
Yes,
Brothers
I
had?
did. Mhm.
All right, we don't gotta get in details. But what do you think about that?
I think it's great.
Exactly.
I think it's wonderful. It's what is? I mean, I never seen nothing like it. Not a referral like that.
I never seen a referral like that either because
Me neither.
never ever seen a referral like that. That's it. It might be the best referral, and it's not only. And the good thing about the new referral, it's not only good for the person referring the driver. It's good for the drivers also. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
And you gonna get that whether they stay or not.
yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
So
And
yeah.
do you guys need people, or you guys are full in Atlanta?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, y'all need people up there?
We need people out here.
Oh, that's what's up. And you say you're gonna put the recruiter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it under the comment section. Y'all please give him a call. He gonna get you started.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Mhm.
So so anything else you would like to say about Cheney Brothers?
Um, not really. Anything you wanna ask me about China Brothers? Um, all I know that it is a good company to work for. They're gonna pay you for everything. Every little thing you do, they're gonna pay you for it. It's a good company. Um, so far so good. I don't have no complaints.
All right, I got one question for you. How's your trainer? Um,
I have one of the best. I have one of the best.
are you saying
I
that
don't
because
have.
he's watching?
I, no, I'm not saying it just to be saying it because
Yeah,
let me tell you about me. If I feel like I'm not getting properly trained, somebody's gonna know.
yeah.
I'm gonna go through the proper protocol. Put me with somebody else. But cause I'm always gonna keep it real. I do have a great trainer. Since day one, just nothing but nothing but good training.
So do you miss nursing? Your
Showing me um easy ways to do this and that I was doing it another way. Um, but he's he came from U.S. Food, and he been doing food service for a while, so he got the tricks and the trades to pass on. So which I'm learning.
So he came from U.S. Food. How long he been there at Cheney?
A little over you.
Oh yeah, he been
Hmm.
there a year. Like a lot of people would ask me, like, how could you leave U.S. Food for Cheney? And one of the first thing I say to people is like, I tell them straight up, I'm like, yo, if Cheney is not a good company, I wouldn't be there. Point blank, period.
I know that's right. And if it wasn't a good company as well, I still wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Um, so that's just my thing. If I feel like it's not a good fit for me, or I feel like, I'm gonna do a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't, like I said, I have no complaint.
So
I'm still rocking and rolling.
with your nursing license, you can always go back to that if you wanted to.
You're breaking up.
Hold on. You hear me now?
I can hear you now.
With your nursing license, you can always go back in if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's not going nowhere.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's not going nowhere. I can always get back in the nursing field. Will I? No. Mm-mm.
That's what's up. So let me ask you another question.
Hmm.
If it was one thing you can change about the trucking industry, what would it be?
Honestly, I know I'm gonna get dinged on this, but I would change the hour of service as far as our off duty. You hear about truckers every week, every day, fall asleep behind the wheel, fatigue. You know, we work more than we sleep. We work 14, 16 hours, and we only get a 10-hour break.
Exactly.
So I mean, once we go home and blink, we back at work.
You're right.
So that's was something that I would change. I would change that our off duty at least at least 12 hours. I know you don't need that much sleep, but it ain't really about sleep and resting. It's about spending time with your family, um, and getting to appointments and just having just a little window open. I don't think 10 hours is enough to be off, honestly.
Yeah, you're right. For me, if it was something I can change about the trucking industry,
Mhm.
I would also go for the hours, and I would go for the mandatory
Right.
6 days. I don't like it when company force people to work 6 days. You know what I mean? I think that should be option. And I would,
I
I know I got a lot of food service drivers in here. You guys gonna call me
agree.
crazy, but I would lower that 70-hour clock. I would lower it to like 58. I don't think we need to be working 70 hours out here. That's way too much hours to be working.
Hmm.
I lowered all the way to 50, 54 to 58. You know what I'm saying? Just raise
Yeah.
people pay and lower the hours. We working way too much, just as you say.
Hmm.
I got a question for you from Edwin. He want to know. He's from McDonough, Georgia. How far away you guys go?
Ooh, we get up to 200 miles. We
Yep.
get up to 200 miles. 180, 150, 160.
Where you guys get your
uh,
loads from? They coming from Tifton or North
yes,
Carolina?
our loads are coming from the Tifton yard. We have shuttle drivers that bring our loads to us, and they're gonna need some shuttle drivers as well.
Oh yeah. So you
Yes.
ever you ever run into any drivers from the North Carolina facility? I know they.
No, I haven't yet,
Oh no.
but they do have a facility. They have two, I believe, in North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't run into anyone out there. Just between Tifton and Atlanta.
And they're building a brand new facility down here where I live. So any driver want to get with Cheney, just drop me an email. We'll talk about that behind the scenes. So is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? The floor is yours.
What do I want to talk about? Yeah, let's talk about food service. Yes, there's competition. PFG, Cheney, McLean, um, Cisco. I mean, the list go on. Um, I will say that Cheney Brothers is a good company. You're gonna get paid for everything you do. Everything
That's what I
you
like
do.
about Cheney. That's what I like about Cheney. I'm gonna tell you this, right? And this is one of my biggest thing about Cheney, right? Why I like Cheney. It's
Mhm.
like dip pay. I cannot stand dip pay. Let me
Did
explain
pay,
to you
yeah.
what a dip pay is, right? Okay, if you had 700 cases at Cisco or US Food, shout out to the Cisco and US Food drivers. Um, if you got 700 cases at Cisco or US Food, depending on your stops, the cases will take a dip or it will go up. The case pay changes, right? Now, what I like about Cheney Brothers, our case pay stay the same. So you can
Mhm.
pretty much look at your route in the morning and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna get paid for this route. As you're saying, you can pretty much figure out how. I don't like to get confused when I'm figuring out my check. I don't want to be confused.
Mhm.
I don't like companies that confuse me with the pay.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. The cases need to stay the same. Whether you got 200 to 800 cases, need to stay the same. And here where I'm at, everything's gonna stay the same. Ain't no dipping.
I got somebody that works for Cheney. He said they're building a facility in Florence, South Carolina. That's good.
Okay, they are getting bigger. They've been oh my gosh, since 1925,
Yeah,
I
1925.
believe.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
1925.
so they're rapidly growing.
Yeah, that's long enough, right?
Mhm.
We got Keith with a question for you. What puts Cheney above the other companies, in your opinion?
In my opinion,
Yeah.
what put China at the top of the list? Oh, that's a good question. Um, that's a good trick question. Because it's basically it's all I know. Versus you got something to compare to with U.S. foods and China.
Hmm.
I don't really have another food service to compare it with, because I've been in beverage. But I would say when I'm looking at when I go and on Indeed or anywhere, I'm looking at the yearly pay, and I see China versus all these other food service. I was like, okay, well, China got it made because China got the highest pay of the yearly paid. So I would say the pay. I would say the accounts. Um, I know a lot of food companies do have the Key Drop program, and we serve some good accounts.
And one of the ways, when I hear a question like that, the first company that come to my mind, you know me, I keep it 100. Um,
Mhm.
and it's like you can't compare, you cannot compare profit share. You know what profit share, right?
Mhm.
Do you know what the only? Do you know what company is the only food service company that gives profit sharing?
Mhm. Tell me,
Gordon Foods.
Gordon.
That is like you can't even begin to compare that with no food service company. So it's like when I think about Gordon, like I always like put them in a class by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
you can't just like even though that's good. I mean, you gotta look at other things. When I look
Mhm.
at food service company, if somebody trying to get in food service, you got to do the process elimination. How far away are these companies from your house? And then once you figure out how far it is, then you got to look at you got to talk to drivers. You got to look at management.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Reputation. Cause you do have some managers that they they lack people skills. They don't know how to talk to people. You know,
Be unorganized.
exactly. So it's a lot of things that you can't just look at a company just because just because your facility got it going on. You might go to another facility and it might be, you know what I'm saying? Just like US food, like the facility I used to work at, it might be I ain't I ain't gonna say nothing bad about a company, but you can tell by my face what I'm trying to say. But that doesn't mean that other US food branches is not good. So that's the way I view company. All I can tell you, the only thing I can tell you guys out there is that my facility, Cheney Brothers, is really good.
I
We
agree.
got good management, and they really take care of their drivers. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I'm not just trying to sell you guys something. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? The work is here for everybody. If you want a lot of cases, they'll give you a lot of cases. If you want to be a wimp and do 300-400 cases, okay. It's okay to be okay. Not everybody want to take the 700-800 cases out every day. You know what I'm saying? And so they got little wimpy routes. And I'm not saying wimpy route. I'm not making fun of nobody. Some people just don't want a lot of cases, you know? But you
Hmm.
see them little 28s going out with 300-400 cases. They got options. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I wonder if she know my boy Jermaine. He's a truck
Yes.
driver. Oh, you know Jermaine?
Yes.
Oh, he said they may not see each other. Okay.
Yeah, I see him.
Oh yeah.
He dropped the trailers at night.
So he pulling from. I guess he pulling from Tifton
Atlanta to
to.
Tipton. Tipton to Atlanta back and forth. He's a shuttle driver.
Oh yeah. They just go one way. That's it. They don't go down no other facilities, or you don't know.
They pass Macon, but well, it's just from Tipton to Atlanta.
So this whole Ocala thing, it kind of confused me. So you're in Georgia.
Hmm.
You're in Georgia. You went to orientation in Ocala, Florida.
I did.
Um, why did you pass Tifton?
That's what we all wanted to know. But only they only do orientation for warehouse at Tipton. Drivers go to Ocala.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was confused about. Like y'all got me past the whole terminal to come out here. But the
All
experience was good, and I don't have no complaints, and I'm glad I did it.
right, let's talk about Atlanta for a second, right? Because when I think about Atlanta, I think
Hmm.
about a lot of streets that's not on the levelest side. You got a lot of streets going up. You got a lot of streets going
Hmm.
down. Is it difficult to deliver in Atlanta?
It is. It's very difficult. You gotta be very careful, and I mean, you you gotta be you gotta use your brain. If you can't do it, don't don't come in these folks establishment and hitting their building. If you, I mean, I don't recommend offloading off the street at all. That's one thing I like about Key Drop. It's at night. I'm not in the parking lot with 1,000 cars and pedestrians. I'm there by myself. I'm in the door. As far as delivering, um, you gotta use your brain and know where to park. It's not always gonna be. I mean, every day ain't gonna be the same, and you're not gonna go, to the same places. But you really got to use your brain, and if you can't do it, don't.
And Atlanta is so big. In your eyes, because you did Beverly before, so you ran routes. Are the
Hmm.
routes do they are the routes like right to you? Do they route you guys good, or do they
Oh
have you
yeah,
traveling all over Atlanta?
I won't. No, like I said, I won't be weighing the Dahlonega and coming back to Norcross to make a delivery. The delivery window I have Five Guys right here. I have a Sunny down the street. I have a Moe's 2 or 3 miles. It's bang, 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 bang. It's just, getting there to that side, then delivering on that side, and then
Hey,
coming back
so you might not
down.
know it, but I consider you a chain driver. That's a chain driver. Chain driver is a driver that mostly do chain accounts. You're doing mostly chain accounts,
Yeah.
and you got the key drops. You don't
Mhm.
got to deal with nobody. You got the chain. You got the big chain accounts. You get in there, you get out. Yeah, you're a chain. I didn't know that because we got a lot of chain stops down here, but they'll put it on regular day shift trucks. But yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't know they had it like that up there.
Yeah, we start between 12 and 2, and bypassing that traffic, and we're working. We get on.
And one thing I can say, if you can do that, if you can do Five Guys with them potatoes,
Oh, yes, indeed.
yeah. Because I gotta stop down here, and it's funny. I run into the chain account driver. Um, every Tuesday and Friday, I run into the chain account driver for Cheney. Both of us be at the same place. And when I
Mhm.
see them potatoes, I just shake my head. It's a
Oh
whole
my
bag of
God!
potatoes. I'm like, yo,
Don't let the potatoes be in the dough. Lord have mercy.
yo, let me tell you, I don't know how you guys deal with that. I don't even know how you guys stack that.
let me let me tell you. I put 5 on my hand truck, and I go down the ramp with it. Like I said, what works for me may not work, for you. Being fairly new, you know, I stake the ways that that work for me. Yeah, I say
Yeah,
that.
you guys got lift gates.
Yeah, some trailers do have lift gate, and some don't.
Okay. So what about electric jack? Any electric jacks?
I haven't used one.
Oh, but they do have some.
Mm, supposed to. I ain't seen one.
Oh, they do. So hey, Anthony, you got to make that call, man. Tell Jermaine to make something happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put the recruiter number. His name is Alex, and yeah, if everything works out, as far as your application go, we'll get you on in here.
Oh
Quick
yeah.
and easy, fast process.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
And I'm putting my name down as well because we got a great referral bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll let you,
That
girl.
yeah, that referral bonus is crazy,
Yes, it is.
and it's brand new. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it
I
is.
appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome to the show anytime. Just keep us updated on what you got going on. You know.
Absolutely.
All right. So you work tomorrow?
I do. I work tonight.
Oh yeah.
I do. I'll be going in at 1 o'clock.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
All right, you guys do the same. Bye, you guys.
So that was Miss Road Queen, Cheney Brothers, female driver out of Atlanta, Georgia, by the way of Tifton, Georgia. They get their load shuttled to them from Tifton. Um, they get their load shuttled to them from Tifton to up there to Atlanta. So hope you guys enjoyed that interview. I hope that's some motivation to you guys. I hope this become some motivation to you guys out there that's skeptic about becoming a food service driver. You know, we got you know, I like to see the females doing food service because anything a man can do, women should be allowed to do it also. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to all the females food service drivers, all the female truck drivers out there, owner operators. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, uh, they gotta make money too. They gotta provide for their family. You know, so shout out to all the food service drivers out there, man. Shout out to everybody that joined me today. Shout out to Anthony TV up in the building. Shout out to Keith. You get what I'm saying? Carlos. Shout out to Joshua. Everybody that tuned in. We got 15 people in the building right now. If anybody got any questions, go ahead and drop your questions in the comment section. I know a lot of people's at work right now. It's 2:46 p.m. where I'm at in Florida right now. Shout out to Jazz Manny, the Cisco crew up in the building. Edwin, shout out to you. We had Punkin Man in the building. X2, congrats on his way to Gordon Food Service. That's what's up. Soul Train in the building. Shout out to you. So I want to talk about something real quick, man. You know, I was gonna make a video today of me taking my day off, but you know, like when I take a day off, like I'm always working, like I'm always doing something, right? And today, I went and cashed a check today, of a commission check from realtor. You know, I'm still doing the realtor thing. So if there's any food service driver that lives in Florida that want to buy a house, it doesn't matter what part of Florida you're in. Just reach out to me. Everybody should have my email, and even if I don't live nowhere close to you, I can always refer you to a fellow Keller Williams realtor. Get what I'm saying? And they'll definitely benefit me. So just keep that in mind. Also, you get what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all we got, my people, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me. You know, when I found out that Miss Road Queen was a fellow Cheney Brothers driver and a female driver at that, I just had to get her on. You know what I'm saying? James said potatoes go 10 at a time at PFG. Man, good luck with that. It's a lot of damn potatoes, yo. Joshua said his brother drove for Cisco for 14 years. His best advice is getting into shape before jumping on the food service. Take a less strenuous job. In the meanwhile, get into shape, gain experience. That's what your brother said. My saying is, if you want to do something in life, man, just jump straight in it, man. Just jump in it with your eyes closed. Sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith. Sometimes you gotta take chances in life. You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta do that. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all make sure to go over there and subscribe to I'm Anthony TV up in the building. Y'all make sure to go subscribe to Keith Williams up in the building. He do like a reality, like an everyday living YouTube channel. You get what I'm saying? Y'all go support his channel, man. Especially Keith, man. His channel is just growing. You know what I mean? Let me check your subs, Keith. I ain't check your subs in a minute. King Lundy, what's poppin', yo? Check out Keith. Hey Keith, drop your link so I can have people subscribe to you. Drop the link to your channel so I can have people subscribe to you. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, Keith. You put in Keith Williams in the YouTube, man, a whole bunch of people popped up, man. So if you don't mind, just drop your link in the comment section so I can let people go subscribe to your channel. You know, and at least try to get your channel up to get it popping. You know, and Friday, I should have a local Florida owner operator on. I should have a Florida owner operator on Friday. So listen out for that. That should be a good topic right there. You know what I'm saying? So make sure to tune in for that. You get me? I don't have my green screen up because I just been busy, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I haven't been doing that many lives lately because I just been busy. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of things going on. Sometimes you get really busy, you know. So there go Keith. There's Keith. The link to Keith's channel. So you guys just click on the link and just go ahead and subscribe to his channel. You feel me? Right now he got 30 subscribers, and we got 14 people up in here. He got 30 subscribers. At least try to get him to 40 before we get out of here, right? So just go over there to Keith's channel and subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? I'll give everybody like a quick 10 seconds. Go to his channel and support his channel. You feel me? He do some different type of videos. Get what I'm saying? Even though his last video is kind of crazy. He trying to tip a Starbucks worker $1,000, man. You crazy. Kevin, what's poppin', man? We got 17 people in the building, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. My wife and I are in the process of paying off our mortgage. Hey, Joshua, I'm glad you brought that up, man. Before I go, let me talk about that real quick. Before I go, let me tell you guys something, right? Let me tell you guys something. We got 17 people in the building, right? If you guys got a mortgage, if the mortgage say 30 years, you don't need 30 years to pay it off. Like, you drop me and just drop. Let me tell y'all something, right? Everybody got a number. And what that number is, it's a daily number, right? And if you have an app on your phone, it's easier. And that's just something me and you, we can talk about behind the scenes. Drop me an email and I'll help you figure out your number. So what's this number? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, RLC? I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about, right? It's a daily number, right? If you pay that daily number on your principal every single day, my number is 25. That's my number, $25. If you pay that number every day, every morning you wake up, just pay that number, you'll cut your mortgage in half. I guarantee you. You'll cut it from 30 years to 15 years. So anything else you're doing, all you're going to be doing is just cutting that 15 years to even shorter. You're just going to be concentrating on that 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's number is going to be different. My number is 25. I know my number. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have a different number. Some people's number is going to be lower. Some people's number might be higher. But just trust me. I ran all the numbers. I did all the math. You don't have to do it daily. You can multiply and do it weekly. You don't have to do it at all. You do whatever you want with your money. But I know one thing. I don't want to be an old man and have to worry about no damn mortgage. You feel me? When I'm retired, when I get older, I want to worry about traveling. I want to worry about chilling. I want to worry about drinks and tequilas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to worry about when I get older. And you don't have to, but it's best to take that approach now. You feel me? You guys are food service drivers. You guys are out there making money like it ain't funny. But a bunch of you guys is wasting money like it ain't no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be one of those drivers, just throwing money away. Now I'm just throwing money to my principal left and right. Uppercut, jabs. I'm just throwing money to my principal. You feel me? that's yo. I got a decent car. You know, keep my car for a while. I don't need no new cars no time soon. You know, if you got bad habits, try to, you know, cut it out. Cut back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying? Just think about what I'm saying to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Paying your mortgage early is the way to become a millionaire. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Joshua is not lying to you. Joshua is not lying to you guys. I did my research, and one of the number one problems that people have, you do whatever y'all want with y'all money. It's your money. I can just, I got a friend. He's a financial advisor. That's the same exact thing he told me, right? Now, you got a lot of you guys out there making money. You guys are food service drivers. Y'all making money, right? Once you get that mortgage out the way, just trust me on this one, guys. You'll thank me in 5 to 7 years later. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. But we gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. You know, 3 o'clock dinner time for me. Eat dinner early, go to bed early. So if y'all just tuning into this video, make sure to go over and watch it again. Or make sure if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You feel me? But we out of here, man. Y'all be easy.